Yeah. Way up.
All right, what's good? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jordan Emmanuel is
Jordy Jor.
Oh, I got my drop.
It's Jordy Jor.
Yes.
We had a time yesterday.
A time was absolutely had.
And we'll talk about that more in about last night. But it is a Wealth Wednesday, and we do have Jacquette Timmons joining us today. She'll be talking about founder's depression when it comes to entrepreneurship and your health and your mental health. All of that is connected. So we'll hear about that for everybody who goes through a lot when it comes to their businesses. I know I do. Yesterday, I was like, I'm about to pass out if I don't, but, we'll discuss it. But anyway, Mano is stuck in traffic. Traffic, for some reason, is particularly bad today.
It was really bad. Lots of police, accidents, mess.
Really?
Yeah.
It took me almost 2 hours to get here today. Yes.
Oh, so you're running on energy and hope.
Yeah, and coffee uplifts people.
That part.
All right. Well, let's get this show started. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. The morning has been tough. It's been rough. If you're stuck in your car somewhere, if you have a lot going on and a lot to do, let's woosa and do something positive. 800-292-5150. Shine a light.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and Jordan is here.
It's Jordy Jor.
My official drop.
And let's shine a light on a 15-year-old student in Indiana who is going to become the youngest known college graduate in that state. And by the way, he did all of this while earning his high school degree at the same time. Kaya Jumbe, he's getting his bachelor's degree in general studies from Indiana University Northwest on May 8th. That's today. And his dream is to become a doctor, according to the university. Can you imagine that?
Not at all.
What were you doing at 15?
I don't even remember.
I was cutting class. And,
failing my license test.
Right.
Yep. I failed the first time.
And Kaya Jumbe was graduating from high school at the same time as graduating from college. So that's a big deal at 15. And he said, I guess a lot of people would think that I'm surprised, didn't think I was going to be able to do this. It's pretty normal for me now because as far back as I can remember, that's all I've known. He challenged himself, took the opportunity to a place no student before him had ever done, and he finished with enough college credits to earn his bachelor's degree. So shout out to him for that. He already has 3 associate degrees in biology, liberal arts, and general studies from Ivy Tech.
That's crazy. 3?
Yes. Can you imagine what the recruiters are going to be like when it's time for him to...
Oh, he'll always be employed.
Or be an entrepreneur is what it's looking like.
Or a founder. Yep.
All right. Well, shout out to Kaya Jumbe. Now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Asia, who you want to shine a light on?
Shining a light on my parents. Today is their 30th wedding anniversary.
That's good.
That's love right there. That's the type of love I'm looking for.
Oh,
Me too. I look at them every day, and I know that there's still hope out there.
That's that vampire love. That's forever.
And what's your situation? That means, you know what I love about that? For you, you know what your expectations are. Can't nobody play with you.
Exactly, and that's why I'm still single, because everybody's playing.
I know that's right. The streets are hard out here.
All right, well, thank you for calling, and shout out to your parents. 30 years. That's amazing. What's their names?
Charlena and William. They're in Vegas celebrating right now.
Wow.
Oh, Charlena and William celebrating in Vegas.
30,
I love
they just
it.
did a
That's the way to do
30
it.
pack. That's nice.
Breakfast in bed, baby. All right, well, thank you for calling.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
You too. All right, well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. And let's shift gears a second as we get ready for Yeetie. 50 Cent is suing his ex, and we'll tell you why. It's Way Up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up. I'm Angela Yee, and Jordy Jor is here.
It's Jordy Jor.
Oh,
Mano's in the
I
building.
like that.
He's never liked anyone else's job.
I like that. Yeah.
It was me.
I like that. That was nice.
All right, well, let's get into this Yee tea. 50 Cent is suing his ex, Daphne Joy, for defamation. Now, if you recall when everything was going on and he was calling her a little sex worker and she ended up in these documents with this lawsuit against Diddy, 50 Cent was really going in on her. And she went on social media and said, everything is a joke to you until our safety is compromised. And then she talked about him not taking the opportunity to be a father to their son. And she said, let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of raping me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor. And he wanted her to retract that statement. According to 50's attorneys, they said, despite being given ample opportunity to retract a false and malicious retaliatory accusation, Ms. Narvaez has shamefully chosen to interfere with her 11-year-old son's relationship with his loving father by falsely calling him a rapist.
Wow.
You know 50 will sue somebody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he got right in front of it.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
send you to collections.
Yeah.
You know, but
you
this
made that
is-
accusation, you're getting sued.
Yeah, I mean, on both ends, too. Like, I guess we'll see how this, plays out. Because getting sued is also a costly thing.
Right.
When you have to lawyer up, when you have to, fight it out in court. And, whew. All right, well, Kai Cenat, speaking of lawsuits, he is not going to be prosecuted on charges of inciting a riot. Remember in Manhattan, he was at Union Square.
Yeah, that was
and
crazy.
thousands of fans came out.
That was
and yeah, that was really crazy. So they are planning to drop their case against him in exchange for the apology and the $57,000 in restitution. And he has paid $55,000 of that. And that would help with a lot of the costs for landscaping and other things. So they paid and then they paid the balance as well. And he posted the apology on Snapchat. So he did what he was supposed to do.
Good.
Yeah.
We love that. Accountability.
And we said he'll go on Twitch and make that money back in 5 minutes.
Immediately.
All right. And Netflix, if you guys recall, this just happened, but the Tom Brady roast was on Netflix. And Kim Kardashian ended up getting booed at the roast. Here's how that sounded.
I know a lot of people make fun of your height.
Well, they edited that out. Somebody made a call.
Yikes. I feel like she got roasted more than Tom Brady did.
And you got to sit there and smile.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you got to sit there and smile and take it. I'm sure she's got to have really tough skin because a lot goes on. And she probably wipes the tears with money.
Okay.
All right. And Kanye, it seems like, has pulled the plug on his Yeezy porn. He was planning to open up a pornography division of his Yeezy brand. Remember, you was going to do something like that too, Mano?
Absolutely.
You were. But, they said all posts related to the announcement of Yeezy porn have now been scrubbed from his X, a.k.a. Twitter account, and his YouTube page. And, I guess now he's saying that it's because of his spiritual and physical health and all kinds of things. So, yeah, it's not going to happen anymore. For those of you that were really excited, he's all over the place. He's opening schools. He's got Yeezy porn. He
used to have a church.
Yeah, he had a church. He was doing worship and praise. So, I don't know, but he has previously said before, Playboy was his gateway into full-on pornography addiction. He said, my dad had a Playboy left out at age 5, and it's affected almost every choice I made for the rest of my life.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
I had a better experience.
Yeah, you had a great experience with Playboy. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. We had an iconic night last night.
Yeah.
Me and Jordy Jor.
Yes.
And Maynard, we'll hear about yours, too, because you are glowing, baby. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night we had a time. It's way up. I'm Angela Yee, Jordy Jor.
It's Jordy Jor.
Jordan Emmanuel is here, and Mano's here.
Like that.
That's nice.
Mano, what did you do last night?
I went to the studio.
Okay.
Then I came home.
Alone? Well, I'm just asking.
I mean, listen, man.
Okay, that's a no. All right.
Yeah, you gotta stop. For real. You gotta stop.
He's enjoying his single life.
I know.
His best single life.
Single, alone, right?
All right. We like it. Alone. Well, Jordan and I had an epic night last night. We were filming Lip Service. And shout out to Shanti and Scott, his husband. The two of them came and did the first episode. And then the second episode was the iconic Lynn Whitfield. You know
legend.
her as Brandy from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And you also know her as Josephine Baker in the Josephine Baker story, of course. You know her as Lady May from Greenleaf, some iconic roles. She's also on The Chi this season. But we had such a good time just sitting down, and she actually wanted to do lip service.
Wow.
That was so fun. And she was so open and just so nice. She was dropping gems, and we just had a little women's night. It was a girls' night.
So you co-hosted too?
Yeah.
That was
Oh, you part of the game.
You know, First of all, Jordan, let's be clear, okay? She has her journalism degree.
Okay.
All right.
Got that.
DAGRE.
I got my resume.
Okay.
And so, so that was our night last night. And then, so that Lynn Whitfield episode is going to come out on Tuesday. And I was like, oh, let me not push too hard because, it's still Miss Lynn Whitfield. But afterward, they were like, yo, we're glad that you got her to talk about a lot of things that she hasn't.
She talked a lot.
Yeah, she hasn't really discussed before.
Definitely not.
And shout out to her daughter, Grace Gibson, who is a singer. By the way, an amazing singer and composer and all of that. So it's just nice to see that legacy continue. So the mom playing Josephine Baker and then your daughter is selling out shows. That's a great, beautiful thing. So yes, that was our night last night. I'm really happy. I don't care what you say about me anymore. I got to sit down and have Miss Lynn Whitfield on lip service. All right, well, when we come back, it's time for Tell Us a Secret.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you perked
right
up.
in time.
You perked up.
Right in time. Tell us a secret.
800-292-5150. When we come back, you guys are going to remain anonymous. Now, there's no judgment on our part. So when people call in, we're not going to judge them, okay? We're going to just listen to what they have to say. We're going to be like, okay, yeah, cool. And, maybe a little back and forth, but no judgment. It's anonymous. 800-292-5150.
Don't judge, Jordan.
5150. Yes, it's a safe space. Call us up and tell us a secret. 800-292-5150.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee and Jordy Jor.
It's Jordy Jor.
And New Mano's here.
I'm not going to lie. I really like your drop.
It's kind of fire.
Yeah, it is.
It was my idea, right? Yeah.
I like it.
All right, well, let's get into Tell Us a Secret. It's a no judgment zone. You are anonymous. 800-292-5150. What's up, anonymous caller? Tell us a secret.
I've been in a relationship for 12 years, but the last year I've been having fun.
And so what's going on that you want to get off your chest that we're not going to judge you for?
I just feel like suffocated and like the same routine over and over and over and over. There's nothing new.
So who you sleeping with on the side, though?
Like 2 friends.
Okay. Why don't you break up? I'm just curious.
Because we have so much invested. We have a house. We have kids. It's just
She sound real sad about this,
I
too.
know.
Why? So you say you want to spice things up. Why you just don't bring a woman home or 2 or 3?
I'm not that way.
Yeah,
So,
she likes cheating.
so you looking for spice? So do something spicy then. Like I don't get it.
The cheating is a spice for her.
Why don't you try some different things? Why don't you role play?
What would you dress up as?
A cop or something.
Like maybe like Wonder Woman or something.
No.
You asked her. She wants to be Wonder Woman.
No,
it's not for you.
Maybe they're into comics.
She's going to try this with her side pieces.
No. Like a cop or a correction officer or something like
This
that.
sounds like Maynard's got his own fantasy going on here.
I live them all out, though. That's the difference. You understand?
He got his fantasy.
No. I live mine all the way out, though.
Yeah,
You
he's
feel me?
definitely had a couple of COs.
NYPD.
NYPD.
I know that you said that first.
All right, well, listen. Do you feel better now that you got it off your chest?
I do. I feel much lighter.
Okay.
But you cheating, though.
It's no judgment, Mayno.
No, but you really cheating, though.
Yeah, she's going to figure this out.
You're a real cheater.
Oh my gosh! But I'm figuring it out.
She's gonna figure it out, and I wish you luck.
She got a man and she cheating on her side pieces with each other. That's
all
crazy.
Right.
Though.
Thank you for calling.
God bless her. Jesus loves her.
Mayno, you messed up the whole no judgment part. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
We're good. You want to tell us a secret?
Okay, so Mother's Day is coming up, and I have been dealing with my own childhood trauma my way. So the best way for me is avoidance because I don't like to hurt others' feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Recently in April, I've encountered one of the things that my mom had to go through, which was domestic violence. A guy close to me ended up going crazy, and that's how it happened. So since then, I've been avoiding my mom because I don't know how to actually look at her and express, like, I understand where you come from, but at the same time, now I'm hurting because of this. And my mom is like, you're not avoiding me on Mother's Day, so you have to see me. And I'm trying to figure out, like, how to deal with it without actually, like, crashing Mother's Day.
Okay. Have you thought about maybe writing everything that you want to say to her down so you don't have to actually say it, but you can still, convey that to her in your words?
The crazy thing is, like, I didn't think of it But when I was a kid, that was how I expressed myself to her.
Your mom, first of all, definitely wants to see you on Mother's Day, and I think you will regret that so much if you continue to avoid her, but you need that support.
Yeah.
And she needs it too.
Yeah, she needs it too. I think it could be something that will bring you guys closer together because it's not something that's either one of your faults. That could be the best Mother's Day gift.
Oh, you put it that way.
And you're the gift to her too. So I know she'll do anything that she can to protect you.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
And you need to do whatever you need to do for yourself to change your situation too and to be safe because we never know what can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I wish you so much luck and tell your mom we said Happy Mother's Day.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day.
I will do.
Okay, we love you.
Love you too.
Bye. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. And listen, we're here for anything with no judgment, you know, to show support. Some things that people do in life, we all do some messed up things at times.
We do.
I want to say.
Humans are humans.
We do.
And that's why we keep it a secret, especially this guy right here.
Right.
So he
they
is
say.
in no position to judge
Allegedly.
anyone. When
Right.
I tell you his house and everything in it is glass, okay? Not a stone can be thrown from this corner. But when we come back, we have your
I get
Yeezy.
bullied up here. You notice that? For real.
It's honest.
No,
When we
I'm
come back,
bullied.
we have your Yeezy, and let's talk about Suki Hana. I mean, she let it all out on this diss track against JT, and we'll give you some highlights and how this all even started. I mean, you can't want the men to argue and then be mad when the women do too, though. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee. Mano's here.
New Mano.
Jordy George.
It's Jordy George.
All right, let's get into some Yeezy. Man, diss songs have been going back and forth. Things have been ignited. And JT versus Suki Hana is what's happening today. Now, this all started because Jay-Z put out her single, Okay. And one of the lines, she ate crab legs, now her whole tooth missing, cheap ass veneers, you stay talking ish. Well, Suki Hana originally was like, I know she's not talking about me because she did have a situation where her tooth cracked from
Crab leg.
from eating that. So, she wanted JT to go ahead and clear things up, but JT did not. And she took JT's silence as confirmation that line was about her. And so she started taking shots at her online. She said she pretty than an MF, but she be doing cocaine. Right. And she also said, y'all pray for me, nothing wrong. It's just JT lips used to be so white. Well, JT responded and said, and to clear the air, Suki Hana, you knew I wasn't talking about you. I would have answered quicker if you didn't try to do a 2-for-1 special. I never knew your tooth fell out from eating crab legs. You go right viral for stupid-ish daily, and to think I'm scared of you when I'm a Zeus subscriber is sick.
A Zeus subscriber.
Well, we thought maybe this was the end of things, right? Because there was a whole social media back and forth. But then, lo and behold, Suki Hana has put out a diss track, which we had an opportunity to hear this morning. And you guys should hear the cleaned up version that our producer Dan managed to get together. It's called Cocaine. And here is some of what was said.
You been hating on Carisha since a baby. You got booked 3 years. You was still not amazing. Arguing the you crazy? Girl, you foaming out your mouth. Is it rabies? I can tell by that white tongue you eat. You crazy. Everybody in Miami say you so lazy. Demonic ass boss. Tell them how you worship Satan. Pray to God through your bed. Now you come home and you hate him. Oh, thieving ass, angry beaver looking motherfuckers. Mad at ice spice cause your nigga wanna fuck her.
Well, I mean, it was a lot more said. Uzi got some shots in that song, too. That
Little rap beef is happening.
Yeah.
I'm getting beef fatigue. I think we need to go vegan for a little bit.
Yeah, let's all be
Just
vegan.
get started. We need a little bit more
It's been a
beef.
couple weeks.
I'll be interesting to see what people say because everybody was encouraging the Kendrick and Drake beef and waiting to hear what was going to happen. Let's see if JT does respond because Suki Hana did say she was going to take it to the booth. And, JT was definitely posting pictures of Suki Hana sucking toes and things like that. Right. And she said, I don't think I'm better than Suki, baby. I am better than Suki. This is not a woman. And a lot more that I probably can't say on the air. But we'll see what happens. The whole song is called Cocaine. She did go ahead and put out some music, and maybe there's another beef on our hands.
I think so.
Yeah, it's here.
That's what it looks like.
All right, now Future does have a new project coming out on Friday, and he posted May 10th, F your album, Ish ain't slapping like my mixtape. And then Gunna, I guess, because it seemed like shots at Gunna, put online, F what these boys talking about, turn this ish back up a notch. And so, yeah, and Gunna also has an album, by the way, coming out. One of One.
So is it confirmed that he was talking about him?
It's not confirmed, but that is what people are speculating.
Okay.
So we're just giving you that speculation. So those are both, by the way, coming out on Friday. And we will be here to break it down and discuss it too. All right, Ryan Garcia says he would have been in better shape for the Devin Haney fight if he were on steroids. And he said he was high. You know, he was recently talking, and he does not stop talking. He was on the Fully Tilted podcast, and here's what he said.
And if I was on steroids, I would have been in way better shape. It was literally drinking every day, smoking weed, even till the day of the fight. And I got in there high as and I beat his ass.
I don't know, guys, though, because, I mean, when you get tested for something and it's in your system, doesn't that mean...
It has to see, like, how much of it was in it. If it was, like, some micro, then it's nothing.
Right. Okay.
Then
well,
it means nothing.
Well, we're going to see what happens moving forward. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They have been flying under the radar. And charged lemonade from Panera. There's been a lot of issues that we've talked about up here. Well, we'll tell you what the update is when it comes to that charged lemonade on the drink menu at Panera. It's way up.
The news, I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee. Mano's here.
New Mano!
Jordan Emmanuel is here.
It's Jordy Jor.
My drop eats yours. I'm sorry.
It does. All right, let's get into Under the Radar. Now, there's a tornado threat for nearly 4 million people, a level 4 or 5 of severe thunderstorms, according to the Storm Prediction Center. That includes Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee. An additional 50 million people from Texas also are under a level 2 or a level 3 of a risk too, and that's out of 5. So there were tornadoes and storms in Michigan yesterday, so a lot more people are facing this threat today. All right, so prayers for everyone. Panera has dropped their controversial charged lemonade from the drink menu. Teray, who is up here in the background, that was like her favorite drink, but I was like, it is pretty dangerous. So now they're going to be focusing on low sugar and low caffeine options, they said. And that's not on the menu. So they had at least 3 separate lawsuits regarding that caffeinated lemonade drink since last fall. I never had it.
Me either.
So,
yeah, me neither. I never had that. I heard about that.
And deputies have arrested a 54-year-old grandfather on suspicion of child endangerment. This is in Sacramento. He gave $20 to an unknown homeless woman to take his 7-year-old granddaughter to a thrift store on Monday while he went to the bar.
Why would he do that?
He was intoxicated. He was drunk. His bail amount has been set at $75,000. He will be arraigned today. Now, along with the felony child endangerment charge, he faces a misdemeanor charge of being drunk in public and a vehicle code infraction for allegedly driving with a suspended license. So I guess he was trying to go to the bar. He gave this woman $20. It was all caught on camera. And then he said that his granddaughter had been kidnapped. But it turns out that, she didn't feel like he was capable of taking care of her. So once they put it out that they were trying to find this young girl, the woman brought the girl back to the thrift store and said she thought the grandfather was highly intoxicated and that she did not think that he could care for the girl. And so she took her to get some food.
And who left him the baby?
I don't know.
They need to go at her,
They
too.
said the girl's aunt had full custody of the child, but she had to go to work and asked him to care for the granddaughter.
Okay.
Wow.
That is awful. That poor child.
Went through a lot.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. We got the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Jacquette Timmons joining us. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and she'll be talking about founders' depression, entrepreneurs, and their health. Got to take charge. Is Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jordan Emmanuel is here.
It's Jordy Jor.
Absolutely. New Mano.
Let's get into some Yeetie. Now, Kendrick Lamar looks like he's going to have a #1 Hot 100 debut with his Drake diss song, Not Like Us. The streams have exploded. It actually broke Drake's 2021 Spotify record for most streams in a day. How ironic is that?
Well deserved.
His Not Like Us broke Drake's Spotify record. for most streams in a day back in 2021. So that is for Not Like Us. People are loving that song. Even Mano likes it.
I like the song. I do like the song. I actually like the song. It's really a bop. I don't think he destroyed Drake though, but I like the song.
But you know what? He got a #1 song.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I'm all for it. I ain't no
Spotify
hater.
agrees.
I never disliked Kendrick.
You weren't really a fan.
Drake. Yeah, I just prefer Drake music better.
All right. Now, Jim Jones, he is not going to be charged after that whole airport escalator situation that happened. He says he acted in self-defense after being outnumbered by 2 men. This was in the airport in Fort Lauderdale earlier in the month. The surveillance video does confirm his account, according to the cops. So he is not going to be charged, and he shouldn't be. Anybody who saw that footage would be like, first of all, shout out to Jim Jones for holding it down on that escalator.
With the book bag.
All right. He was by himself, right?
Right, by himself.
Listen, that is not a game. And he definitely was like trying not to have to do it. All right. And Shawnee O'Neal, she has a book, Undefeated, Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms. And she does not think that she ever was really necessarily in love with Shaq. She said, looking back, I don't know that I ever was really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life together. I truly did enjoy spending time with him. NBA road trips gave me a chance to be with my husband and experience the NBA life for a little while. Yeah.
You say that now after you took all my money.
She did not take all his money.
For a little minute.
And you know, he cheated. She said that she never was able to catch him cheating because she heard rumors about it, but he was you know,
good.
he had an answer for everything.
Right, but she never caught him.
He ended up admitting it, though.
Yeah, and he put out a memoir, too, over 10 years ago. He said he had too many options, and infidelity is what caused the couple to end their marriage. And so I wouldn't put that on her. Mano.
Heard you.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. Any question you have, you know the team is here to help you out. We all have different opinions. It's way up. 800-292-5150.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jordan Emmanuel is here.
It's Jordy Jor.
Mano is here.
No, Mano.
All right, and it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. And we got Stephanie on the line. Stephanie.
Hi, Angela.
Hey, girl. What is your question for us?
Should I be a little bit more lenient with all of my dates? I keep going on all of these dates, but I continuously am getting the ick. Every time something keeps happening where I end up ghosting them, and they'll hit me up, I'll just ignore it. But maybe I should be giving them some more leeway to get that second date in and giving them another chance, considering I am having some trouble locking in a man.
Like, what are some things that would make you say ick?
Like, we'll walk outside and I'll wait for an Uber or something, and he'll just start walking along down the street and not wait for me.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's not a gentleman.
Yeah, that's a terrible sign. That's a terrible sign. I can see why. You know what, though?
Why would he walk off like that, though?
Right, like I can't get in an Uber.
He actually did offer to walk me home, and then I said, no, it's okay. I'm waiting for a car. He could have waited for the car to come, but maybe he just decided to take off because I was, no, I'm good.
You said you was good. You said you said you was good, right?
I did not need your address.
Mano, get out of here. You know, did he try to call you after that? Because you said you ghost them, but are they also reaching out to you and you're being particular, or is it just doesn't go well?
There have been texts for follow-up and additional dates, but I just feel like, okay, it didn't go well, why would I waste my time? But maybe if I'm giving it some more time, I'll feel differently instead of feeling like maybe I'm judging too quickly.
If you feel any type of spark and somebody does something that annoys you and it's early on, you can tell them. And I think that's a valuable thing to be able to do. Like, if they're walking off while you're waiting for your Uber, you can say, hey, you're not going to wait for the Uber.
Right. And it doesn't have to be a harsh thing, just even a lighthearted, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like
I'm
the car's
still
not
here.
here. I don't want to get kidnapped.
Right. There's creeps out here.
Because sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie, and don't take this the wrong way, but sometimes you gotta train these guys too.
Train them.
Because
whoa.
I'm not. Listen, there have been situations where I've been with guys, and I'm like, who were you with before me that you don't know?
No, that's
what
a
you're
bad
doing.
choice of words. I don't get trained.
Maybe that's why I'm still single, because I don't want to be training anyone. I'm waiting for the one that doesn't have to be trained.
Well, nobody's going to be able to do exactly what you want. And let me tell you, there's going to be certain things that you do have to teach somebody. It's different for every person. And so no one's going to come knowing exactly what you like and doing exactly what you want.
Right. And then maybe it's things that people may not like about you. How about that?
Yeah, and they have to tell you.
Right.
Now, if there's something that rubs you the wrong way, I believe in trusting your instinct and your gut. Like, I don't like this at all. But if you feel like, this has a little potential, it's always worth a conversation in that situation.
Yeah, it's like she having some trouble. Send me a DM. I'll help you out.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I will. I'm going to hold you to that.
And that will help you because you'll be like, you know what? Anybody else is better.
No, I got you.
No,
Don't
honestly,
worry about it.
but yeah, Stephanie, just communicate that. If there's any type of, I could see myself going on a second date, you should let them know. Like, hey, it would have been great if you would have waited for the Uber with me. I just want to tell you, I didn't really like that.
Yeah. And worst case scenario is just good practice for getting what you want and telling people your boundaries. He's out there. Don't settle.
Exactly, yes. Thank you, Jordan.
All right, Stephanie. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Angela.
All right.
And I know.
All right, thank you.
Jordan, bye.
All right, and that was Ask Ye. See, that was good.
I gave her the greatest advice.
You did. She's going to hit you up. All right, well, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, it's a Wealth Wednesday. We have Jacquette Timmons joining us. She'll be talking about Founders Depression for Mental Health Awareness Month. It's way up.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is Wealth Wednesday with my partner, Stacey Tisdale.
Happy Wealth Wednesday, everybody, and we are very excited today to go way up with Jacquette Timmons. And as it's Mental Health Awareness Month, we want to talk about something called Founders Depression.
Thank you. So, what is Founders Depression?
It's a special form of depression that surfaces in entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are 30% more likely to experience depression than non-entrepreneurs. That's straight from Harvard Business Review. I know, Angela, you got some too.
Entrepreneurs are 3 times more likely to suffer from anxiety, stress, and fear than non-entrepreneurs, and they're also 3 times more likely to suffer from substance abuse.
72% of entrepreneurs suffer from one or more mental health issue. And 60% of entrepreneurs report feelings related to imposter syndrome.
Now, what do you tell people let's say you're in a relationship with an entrepreneur who is going through it, right? And in a space where they are not seeing the return on the investments that they're putting into their business. It's stressful. We know a lot of times relationships can suffer because of finances. And so how does one support somebody who's an entrepreneur that they're with?
So if you're both entrepreneurs, I think it's a little easier. If the other person has a more traditional 9-to-5 job, I think it can be a little bit more challenging. The solution, though, is to share your business plan. Right? How are you going to get from point A to point B? If people are in the loop, it reduces the stress.
Okay.
I think part of the stress comes from if you're in your silo and you're just doing your thing.
Trying to handle everything on your own.
Trying to handle everything on your own, right? And the other person has no clue what you're doing. All they know is that bank account is getting low. So I think a part of it is communication. I think a part of it is, agreeing on what will be your exit plan if you have to do that.
I'm with my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale, and we are talking to Jacquette Timmons. She is an investment expert, a financial coach, and she also is a financial behaviorist. Stacey, you have a question?
How do you know when you are just experiencing regular depression, anxiety that comes with this, or you've crossed into an area where you need help?
I think if it's really, really pervasive and it is affecting your overall quality of life, how well you're sleeping, the degree to which you might eat, exercise, like all of the things that you would normally do to take care of yourself, if you begin to see that those things are deteriorating, then that might be a clue that it's a stressful period of time and you are not responding to it in as healthy of a way as possible. And so that might require more professional help.
And I remember the last time we had this conversation with you, and we had Dr. Janet Taylor. She's a psychiatrist, and she was saying if you're ever in a funk for more than 2 weeks, you need support.
As an entrepreneur, I think everybody should have a therapist. And I also think that everyone should work with a business coach, either on a one-on-one basis or in a group capacity.
Right.
Because one of the things that creates a lot of that depression is the isolation.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and we have Wealth Wednesday with Jacquette Timmons. Again, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're talking about founders depression and, of course, your financial well-being. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We have more when we come back.
Dream of living wealthy. And I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is a Wealth Wednesday. I'm here with my Wealth Wednesday partner, Stacey Tisdale, and we are talking to Jacquette Timmons. Jacquette Timmons is an investment expert, a financial coach. She's also a financial behaviorist, an author, a podcaster. What are some things that you do for self-care, too, as an entrepreneur?
So I have a practice of meditating and journaling. I run almost every day, and I do have a therapist, and I do have a coach.
And it's making time for that.
That's always my excuse. I don't have time. I'm so busy.
But you know
schedule
what?
around it.
Here's the thing. You are your business's greatest asset. I think we need to stop thinking of putting ourselves first as being selfish.
We were talking about coaching, so can we talk about what the resources are that you offer?
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So when I work with my entrepreneurs and small business owners, I really am leading with how can we make sure to prioritize the health of your personal finances. And so we first do an exercise called the financial wheel so that you can get a sense of what it is you want money to do for you personally so that you can then design a business, your business model, your sales process, your strategy. And as you know, this comes from personal experience to be in support of that. So yes, we want your business to be successful, but we want you to be successful too. And so I always like to say to folks that I'm helping them navigate complex scenarios and situations and decisions.
You can take Jacquette's financial wheel exercise at her website, JacquetteTimmons.com. We also have some other resources for you. To check on your mental health, everybody check out ConsciousAmbition.com. I'm not asking anybody to memorize all of this stuff because we have it all. Wealth Wednesdays for Entrepreneurs Facebook group. All you entrepreneurs out there should be joining that. We put together so many resources for you and bring to you wonderful people like this.
Oh, thank you. You know I love hanging out with you too. So thank you for having
and
me.
make sure you follow Jacquette too. It is on Instagram at Jacquette M. Timmons.
Yes.
So that's JACQUETTEM Timmons.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
Again,
so much for
Amazing
having
Wealth
me.
Wednesday. I got to get my coaching in. Okay. I need some help. Because I
have a lot of enterprises.
It's very stressful. You can watch the full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano's in the building.
That's right.
And Jordan Emmanuel is here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Also, thank you to Jacquette Timmons for joining us for Wealth Wednesday, talking about founders depression, entrepreneurs, and your mental health, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month as well. And of course, thank you guys for listening and for joining us today. I mean, we talked about a lot of different things. Secrets. Yeah, you guys told us some good secrets. And I'm interested to see if JT is going to respond to Sukihana and do a diss track back to her.
That's going to happen.
You think Kendrick and Drake is over? No more songs?
Nah, I think something's coming out.
That part. I feel like it's lingering beyond the corner. I could feel it.
I think something else is coming out.
You know, there was a rumor that behind the scenes the label was trying to squash it, but they already said absolutely not. The label is not trying to get in between anything.
I think as long as it stays or doesn't continue to be violent or things get spicy.
You know, people were also talking about the shooting that happened outside of Drake's house. And so we don't know what that was about, but we would hate for something like that to happen. Let's try to make sure everybody, I mean, it's hard because people's egos are involved, people's crews are involved, people are being accused of things.
Livelihood, everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, this is your guys' show, so you have the last word.
I went overseas for a deployment, and I started a married man. I felt bad, so I stopped messing around with him.
Hey, good morning. This is Jeanette from Chicago. I just wanted to shine some light on my little sister. She's out here beating cancer's butt for the second time. She's not letting that stop her, though. She's out here living her best life and putting up her best fight. So this is for you, Jazzy. Love you, girl.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.